gentlemen in the mix.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. It's Monday, and the Roaring Twenties continues, at least for the Nasdaq and the S&P. And Bitcoin is certainly still flat, but with it being flat, it's still holding above 64.9, which again isn't my opinion of being a level that is real. It just is a level that is real from 2021. So I think that's any day above that level is good. I mean, it'd be better to be above 69K, certainly. But, you know, you're just dealing with a lot of noise right now. Consolidation for over 3 months now, confirmed, right? Because March 13th was the top. Reversal the 14th. This is the 17th of June right now. So what is that? Oh, my God. Oops. My Ethereum got all messed up. Give me a sec. The input on the source is wrong, apparently. Okay. Yeah, or just crypto, man. Crypto just kind of been just a desert right now. Lacking opportunity because no liquidity, no bidding. You got to have Bitcoin do something if you want to see these altcoins perform at all. Patterns that on traditional markets have significant increased probability of potential upside. It's not happening right now, and they're getting destroyed. And you could take a look at, well, first off, let's just look at Bitcoin US dollar tether, just to make sure you understand it's not just like it could be a harmonic argument, right? The bullish 5 we're in that territory, but you also still have this, and it's just what's wrong? What's the problem? You're still just sideways, super sideways. So I just don't think there's enough there yet for a bearish argument. I think you're super neutral right now, but you've got that hint of bullishness because of the trend. You don't want to fight the trend. It's really hard calling tops and ends of entire trends. So, yeah, man. It's not that big a deal. Still think long-term bullish on Bitcoin. I don't care what the pullback is. You're not going to change my mind. Okay. Altcoins, different story, man. They're really bad. And here you go. This is the culprit of the altcoin market, right? Bitcoin dominance. What did it do recently? April 30th, May 29th. Confirmed accumulation in a extremely bullish trend, recapturing inflection points from October and December 2023. In fact, not just broke, but is now formally back testing the December 2023 high as support with a massive engulfing Marabazoo candle on deck to close in less than an hour. And it'll be the highest daily candle close on Bitcoin dominance since May 19th. We knew, like, right when we first looked and found the confirmation of accumulation, it's like, this is, no matter what happens, this is bad for altcoins, really bad for alts. Because if Bitcoin goes up, altcoins underperform miserably. If Bitcoin goes down, that means altcoins are getting wrecked really hard. And kind of the third thing that really wasn't really thinking about was like, oh, Bitcoin kind of just goes sideways and altcoins get obliterated. That was option number 3 we didn't think about. So that's kind of where we are. Secret option number 3. Still waiting for 60% plus. Just not good. Not good for alts. Okay. I mean, Ethereum was painting like a bullish dragon this weekend, and it's still active. It's not dead until you fall below like 3,300. But man, it's just hard to have much conviction on the altcoins. Ethereum's on 3% today. So,
since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
No way. No way. What is this garbage?
is the stream on? Are we good on audio levels? Everything okay? You know, make sure the stream's a thing. All right. Hard workout today. Hopefully you got yours in too. This is what I'm talking about. It's the dragon. The breakout of the dragon. Officially the back test of the dragon. Though I would feel a lot more comfortable about this asset if it was trading above 35.80. For obvious reasons. Just once again, if you are an active viewer of the stream, you know what 35.80 is. 35.20. It is a very key level of inflection from 2022. You're not above that. You're currently trading below that, and that's just kind of it wouldn't be as big of a deal if it wasn't like, look what's happening to some of these tech stocks on the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange. It's incredible. And you've got just the second largest crypto in the entire world just struggling. I mean, after that, look at that, right? I mean, just terrible, like price action. March 12th all the way to May 19th. just lower highs, lower lows, tests and supports. And then all you got a random, super random out of the blue news-driven catalyst, the Ethereum ETF approval. It's rumored that will be live and trading on July 2nd. That's it. And then ever since then, same type of garbage price action. It's almost like there's no market being made. It's just like, okay, we're just going to wait on the news. We're going to wait 3 months, and we're just going to pray for some sort of news-driven catalyst, because that's the only way things are going to turn around for crypto. You gotta have more news. It's going to usher in more normies, maybe even more institutions, because the passive flow is ongoing on Bitcoin, not yet on Ethereum. Right, where the boomers, the zoomers, the millennials, paychecks, going into the mutual fund. The mutual fund has iBit or one of FBTC, whatever, and they're contributing. But on the other side, like OG holders are selling, so it's offsetting the passive flow for now. Miners are also selling too, so you do have sellers, lots of sellers right now, but that's okay. Eventually, you'd think that would subside, and the passive flow would continue. And that's why people are projecting way higher prices on Bitcoin, because this train's never going to stop unless we have a COVID lockdown situation, which that's not happening again. High probability it's not happening again. So that means the money every 2 weeks flooding into these ETFs, flooding into Bitcoin like clockwork. So patience, the only thing we can do. And Bitcoin's the only one right now that kind of even makes sense. Ethereum's okay. Altcoins just, BNB, gotta hand it to BNB for its obscene performance. I think CZ has doubled his net worth since he got put in jail. So hype in the chat for him. Sorry, I'm on 4 hours. Just looking at the 4 hours of that dragon. Still might possibly be putting in the highest low ever on the BNB chart. So you really can't be bearish here. Extremely good trend, really nice pullback, rivaling the lows from May 30th, 31st. If Bitcoin catches any bids here, you know where BNB's going. It's in another league. It's not in the loser, lesser than joke Beanie Baby coins. Performance is indicative of that.
Doesn't mean it doesn't have a market, but people need to realize the use case and know it's seasonal. Its time will come someday.
Yeah, I think everyone in here rationally understands, and if they don't yet, they watch the stream long enough, they'll understand. They are 99% of 18,000 plus coins are scams. They do nothing, and they never will do anything ever. Like Cardano, right? It's supposed to be green, and then Hoskinson's son has emitted more emissions from his private jet traveling than Cardano would have ever saved the environment. That came out. That's what I'm saying. It's all a joke. But so that means the only navigation we have are traditional technical analysis, trying to apply traditional technical analysis to a very untraditional, scammy market. Just pattern recognition, accumulation, it's universal. But it can still fail. So that's why when you identify those patterns at key inflection points, your probability increases marginally that there'd be upside, but you limit your downside if it fails. So anyway, that's BNB looking actually good, better than 99% of other S coins, because this is the casino. You're looking at the actual casino of the scam market, right? They're making money on both sides, and they've been doing that forever. For many years. I'm in chat. Yeah, so let's look at Solana. Just bleeding out, man. Slowly bleeding out. No liquidity. No demand. Probably going to go test 130 at this point. The 200 moving average is there. The inflection point's there. 886 from this low to high would be there. X marks the spot probably. It could randomly rally, but that just makes the most logical sense for where this could be headed to. It's a little bit lower. It's not a big deal. Yeah, that's your Solana. And then the surprise of the day, XRP, that was up over 5%. But of course, they never hold on to the gains. Trading at the same price it was trading at June 7th. Trading at the same price it was trading at 2017. Whatever. It's cool. They're rallying it, but it would be nice to see it close above 51 cents. But at this point, this level's not. I mean, it has been regarded as support resistance over the years, but really right now it's just being violated. I don't even know how much you could really. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at this thing because it's apparently, you know, one of your highest market cap coins. And it's up today. Wow, I can't believe it. One of the only things in the entire effing loser market that's up. I mean, in fact, on my watch list, it's the only thing that's up. So, I guess it's a nice consolation prize. Okay, can we get off this garbage? Crypto, dude. Crypto, bro. And then you go to Aapl. A dream. Highest daily candle close in human history again. Sorry, all the alerts. I'm doing this one during my workout. This is a crazy good candle. I mean, I think in the coming days, maybe before Friday, they're going to test that all-time high at 220.16, the 1.618 fib extension, 219.82. This probably has a ton of upside. I mean, they might pull it back, but that type of move up, that's extremely high volume on a breakout of an asset that had been sideways virtually up and down for years. Years, man. You made almost no money holding this since 2021. Yeah, so I would not take this lightly. And it's not in some sort of parabolic, unbelievable run right now like Nvidia is. So if you're wondering maybe what more upside is, you'd think just rationally speaking, which this is a very irrational market, maybe Apple would have more upside potential than Nvidia just because the run that Nvidia has just had is unbelievable. So yeah, once they break 1618, I mean, what's 225, 250? I think if it gets to 250, here's the thing you got to think about, right? If it gets to 250, I think its market cap is over $4 trillion. That's obscene because what we know currently is, I mean, it is a freaking heated race between the top three with respective market caps of
32.33 repeating, of course.
All right. Give me a second. Yeah, so Apple, a lot of upside probably on that kind of breakout. And then you got Microsoft all-time highs today. 2. It was clean, man. Very, very clean. Got to a peak of 451, really. After the back test of this little ascending broadening wedge, a little bit more upside before you're possibly ever bought. 455, 456. Exceeding the 1.618 a few days ago. And just 450. I don't know, man. What, 500 eventually? 499? And it all continued with the dragon, man. It was a beautiful dragon. And look, so a dragon that Ethereum on the 4-hour we looked at, see the breakout and then the back test? That's currently where Ethereum is. I don't know if it's going to hold up. I mean, obviously Bitcoin has to go up here for the Ethereum dragon to play out. But yeah, this is just, wow. Then what about another AI hyped asset? Broadcom, AVGO, is now pulling in NVIDIA, where it's just gapping up and then running throughout the day, and then after hours trade, it's up 5.41%. After hours, up 1.26%, trading at $1,852, man. Just, and this is like NVIDIA. This is almost identical structure. Oh my. almost an identical structure to NVIDIA. I guess I was looking at the... Just go back to Microsoft so you can have a picture. There it is. 448. There's a supply line of the structure. That's it. That was the chart. So back to AVGO, Broadcom. Apparently with this AI hype, it's gonna make its way up. Look, it's already, what is that? 8, ranked 8 in market cap, 851 billion. You know this is probably gonna be $1 trillion when this freaking bubble's said and done. So this is massive upside in market cap, probably $2,000 target. I mean, that's it. Good God, these things are crazy, right? Let's look at NVIDIA. Just it was down a little bit today, so it wasn't that hype. But yeah, here it is. It's beautiful. What a dream. Potential dark cloud cover, certainly. I mean, that is potential. Like if you get fall through tomorrow, then that's confirmed dark cloud cover. You gotta get a close tomorrow that is lower than today's close to confirm that bearish Japanese candlestick pattern. Closed at 130.98, down 0.68%. Just cooling off, man. Again, like this. Really? So you want to see it? We can. Just size of the bull flag. I mean, there it is. I mean, you've hit the measured move, the bull flag, kind of like a dream. I mean, how many times you see bull flags that are just, you know what they'll do? They'll just break out, and then they'll just dump. This one didn't do it this time. This one was insane. It was beautiful. So, Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA, Google, it's elevated today. Not at all-time highs, but still chugging along. I wonder if we're going to get a mega breakout of this channel, or if this is where we reverse. You got a lot of options expiring. It's the third Friday of every month is like, that's the big day for option expirations. So a lot of times you'll get prices suppressed, so market makers don't have to pay out on the calls. So just be cognizant of that, looking at a lot of these assets that are just kind of like up there. And that means, like, hey, if we pull back, it could be an opportunity to buy. Lorena, that's just not true. It's been doing the thing you're talking about since 2012. Yeah. It's actually, I think, projected for many more years. I think until 2030, this type of stuff. So they'll report, like, they'll have, what are they at, like a 49 forward price to earnings right now, but they keep reporting their revenue and their earnings per share, and it's such a blowout that you look back on previous earnings and it's like, oh, well, they were extremely undervalued. I mean, up until this maybe previous 10-15%, NVIDIA was cheaper 15-20% ago, or maybe even just 10% ago, than it was back when NVIDIA was $200. It's crazy. No, I don't think people are grasping the type of money that NVIDIA is making. Its type of growth is just insane. And then here's another thing you have to think about, if you care. The 21st is the day that the Dow Jones Industrial Average, they will induct NVIDIA into the Dow Jones or not. So you definitely want to have the 21st penciled into your schedule, which I believe Friday. Friday? Yeah. Friday's a big day, man, with the expirations and that. And I think they'll kick out Intel. NVIDIA will. And if you don't know, back in 2000, when Enron became a fraud, when everyone found out about its fraud, and the ruse was up, NVIDIA actually replaced Enron to join the S&P 500. So that's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, money printer going burp. You can tell liquidity's just been flooding into the markets. I mean, you watch Bitcoin's price today while the S&P futures were just at all-time highs. Yeah, it was like concerted. The bots, man. Yeah, so you got these like big boys. Applied Materials, another one's crazy. Look at this, man. It's beautiful. It's up 2.46% today. All-time high. Never before in human history have you seen these levels. Let's freaking go. Amazing. Oracle. All-time highs on the close. 141.31. It's beautiful. Wyckoff reaccumulation, I guess, at this point. It looked good before earnings. It really did. So 150 on deck. Psychological. I don't know. You're probably getting close to these fib extensions here. Yeah, 1618 is 144. Yeah, 150, and then if they take it higher, 172, 2618. All right, Prince Caspian, we'll go ahead and place your bet. You can buy puts. You can go short if you want. Take it. But you understand, you doing that, the way AMAT looks right now, that would be like you saying, man, AMAT looks ready for a pump soon. Go ahead and buy. Go ahead and catch the falling knife. Go ahead and catch the rising knife. That's what you'd be doing here. You don't have an edge. Your trend is terrible for wanting to short. No, man, it's a runaway. You are at the casino right now trying to do anything with these assets, right? You had chances, right? You look for structures. You look for those structures to develop at key inflection points, potentially with back tests. Man, May of 2023, the dream. Right? You look for sideways consolidation, rectangles, triangles, right? That's the time to when you're at the casino, but the odds aren't wow. I mean, like in the favor of the casino, okay? And you're doing that just in case. What happens if it fails? You have, some guidelines on how you can get out. You have arguments on why you would get out. You don't have any argument to go long or short here on assets that look like this. But if you got in lower, man, yeah, it gets harder to buy up here, but at the same time, it gets harder to sell. That's certain. So, I mean, just you pick a freaking semiconductor outside of AMD, which is dead, man. Oh my God, it's just wrecked. Look at Micron, dude. Up almost 5% today, up another percent after hours. Animal Spirits, man bear pig inside of this asset. 149.18 currently. 150, it's coming. Yeah, you could say, oh, it's set to crash, man. So, yeah, okay. Well, good luck making money on that claim.
Thanks for being the most authentic person on the internet. Is SMCI a dragon?
Anonymous, thank you for the 20 and really kind words, man. That's really, really nice. I'm just a simple man from Alabama with a microphone and a webcam, and I like financial markets and trading. I like that stuff and learn about it like 15 years. That's it. That's all I am. Okay? Never claimed to be anything else. So, thank you, man, for watching. You just watching the stream is contributing, so thank you for that. Yeah, SMCI, great contribution request just because it's in the category of what we're looking at. And yeah, it had a great day on Friday. Or on Thursday, Friday pullback, and yeah, up 5% today. This thing is probably gonna go just based on the market right now, unless something changes. 1,077. Yeah, you're putting in the pretty much the highest low ever. This is what's happening. So much freaking demand that the sellers were unable to go test 700 again. 697. They couldn't do it. Too much. So I mean, I think 1,077 and then a test of, if you had two targets on this, 1,077, 1,229. Boom, boom. That's it. Yep. It's beautiful. It really is. And it's not like runaway like AMT and Micron and Nvidia. It's like almost like, oh, hey, we're closer to a level that's more reasonable for strategizing. Oh man, just freaking nuts, dude. So does that make sense? Anonymous? Think you did? Well, Intel is about to, in my opinion, right, on the 21st, I think, this has nothing to do with technicals or risk management. It's like, I think that NVIDIA will be replacing Intel on Friday, incoming. But, dang, man. You're talking about, like, it's going to be really, really bad. It's hard to, like, know that what's about to happen on Friday. And you look at this and you say, it's halfway good looking. Like, it's almost like they're trying to put in a bottoming base. But look where you are. It's hard to take action when the asset's trading below the inflection point, 3132, right? November 2022, February 2023, the swing low from July 2023, maybe one low, the second low. I guess you're diverging on the RSI. It's not that great looking. Sure, yeah, they could bottom in, and then Friday, the news-driven catalyst destroys this. It gets delisted from the Dow Jones and just collapses 10%, while NVIDIA inverse capitulates, just goes up another 10% after hours or something. So I don't know. I don't think you can play this at all, because it's almost like, hey, there's an earnings for NVIDIA and Intel on Friday. Earnings as a respective event. But wait, there's more. Taiwan Semiconductor, let's freaking go all time. Just Jesus chimes for semiconductors. We didn't do it, so everyone sing now. Everyone start singing. Yeah, 177.24 after hours, up 0.67%, $178.42, all-time highs. It's a dream, man. A freaking dream. LRCX. Bull flag gone, breakout, all-time highs, up 3.45%, over $1,000. You can imagine where this probably is going. It's NVIDIA Junior. Atom's a semiconductor. It's terrible, but I remember looking at this thing like 10 years ago. Maybe, or not 10, maybe it was, I remember it was like, I guess 2016. When it got on an IPO, this thing, I don't know, not even worth looking at. It's garbage, but just on the list. Look at Qualcomm. No, we didn't look at Qualcomm. Another one, just all-time highs after hours, up almost a whole percent. We have a 1929, 1999 just rally unfolding before our very eyes. I'm really sorry. Wow, that's really cool. Qualcomm closed $222.22. Repeating, of course. Let's get some Leroy Jenkins there. Dang, man. Yeah, it really sucks if you're not somehow allocated to this asset class. It's a tragedy. Because this is like, for some of us, I know this year, next year already made in yield from these runs up. But it's kind of cool to see that maybe the run's not over yet for some of these. So there still could be some yield to gain. I'm just trying to play it really safe now. Try to hold on to what's already been made. But this one, ASML, it's just a semiconductor. Not quite all-time highs.
Could you check out Victoria's Secret on the weekly? Is it any good?
Women be shopping. Thank you for the Twitter. We'll look at Victoria's Secret.
Gentlemen.
Is it really a secret anymore, dude? We all know what it is. Don't they they don't want our money, right? Because they just morbidly obese women are in their ads now. Or maybe they're changing that because they realize it's destroying them. But we'll look. Let's go, Philip. He works there. Start, hopefully you're getting stock options on this one, man. Probably going higher. You don't know, but it's, wow, what a dream of a situation we are currently in. I wonder if we got a channel here. You just, look at that. If there was one, it's gone, man. It's freaking gone. You broke it out like it was nothing. And I'm wondering if like Google will get that same thing where it just breaks it. I don't know. It's a dream. And that's kind of it, you know, like their NXPI thing just, I don't know, like good luck, you know, going higher, it's already gone high, and flipping the coins at the casino, thinking it's going higher. And here it is, AMD. It was down way more earlier, right? My alert went off. It was like, huh? That's bad. So I guess it's not really that big a deal. All you need is a catalyst, man. I mean, don't forget the trend you're in on AMD. It's really bullish, and I've got an alert set up at 161. Like, if it ever if buyers recapture 161, 163, I mean, my eyes are gonna be all over this for a long. Like, don't sleep on it. It's just performing miserably right now. But when these people, when the composite man, when he's taking profit on these high flyers, reallocation, market rotation, AMD could be, you know, possibly an asset that gets that love. So we'll see. Texas Instruments is not at all-time highs, but it did recently hit all-time highs. He's hanging around at 196, 95. All right, so that's your semiconductor world. I guess we can just look at the index funds for fun, and we will get to the couple. I think we had 2 requests, like whatever. Here it is, all-time highs. SPX 5,471. Never before seen. I mean, let's just give another Jesus chimes to the S&P and the NASDAQ. Freaking incredible, dude. We're going to look at the NASDAQ before we look at the Dow Jones, which Dow Jones broke a losing streak today. Whatever. Again, I think they're just biding their time for Friday. They're like, dude, we need that new recruit NVIDIA. We got to get that blue chip in our index soon, now. So you got to wonder what's going to happen to Dow Jones once that happens. So NASDAQ Composite, this is a huge event that has occurred today for the first time, from the 2021 all-time high to the low of that bear market. Lasted about a year. A 1272 fib extension has been achieved. 17,879. Wonderful. 18,748, so 1 4 and 4. So I don't know, man. I'm pretty happy about it. And here we go.
Technology. What is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
It's beyond good. We got to melt up. Let's do the fib extensions here. Exceeding the 1 4 and 4. Headed to the 1.618, which is $504. $500 psychological. That's the target at this point, right? Market participants probably want to see 500 before they pull this thing back. Whatever. $500 on deck for the QQQ. It's been wonderful, man. Probably a really nice channel we could plot. Uptrend. All is well. You got to really admire see, this is kind of like from the low to high. I mean, Bitcoin hit pretty much a 50% retrace. Maybe it's a 382. So strong. Bitcoin's kind of got the same type of stuff going on. But here's the thing. This is what, like, no one has the argument right now to say that Bitcoin is superior to even the QQQ. Because here, the top for the whole market, everything in the world, luxury watches, Beanie Babies, Charizard, Pokemon cards, cars, houses, everything, solar, I don't care. It was here. And then from this high to low, Bitcoin is still trading below its 100% retrace. If this was the Bitcoin chart, you wouldn't even believe it. If this was the Bitcoin chart, so that's 18.73% that the QQQ is outperforming Bitcoin right now. If you own Bitcoin, money's been left on the table. There's nothing you can do about it. It sucks. That's a year making amount of yield. So your money in Bitcoin was inferior to owning the Qs or one of these semiconductor companies. It's kind of crazy. So what would that mean if we looked at the Bitcoin chart and did that? So we're about halfway to the 1618. Let's do that on Bitcoin real quick. From this high to the low. If Bitcoin was just doing the same thing, was performing equally to the QQQ, it would currently be sitting at a price of $96,500. Yep. I'm talking about Fibonacci, right? From doing the same anchor point from this high to low, from where it is right now. This is exactly where the QQQ is to its own respective fib extensions. So 96,500. So sorry, 45% upside if it's going to just catch up with the Qs. Man, that's freaking wild, right? I think I could have made a lot more money if I didn't own any Bitcoin. Definitely could have. But in the end, I'm a happy camper. All right, so Dow Jones, which, whatever. There it is. I think we got it. I think this is happening, chat. Like the thesis here is like one low, the second low. The second low is higher than the first low. Got an anchor point here. They tested it, held it, and now right here you got a little bullish, maybe a little hammer action with some follow through. I think that short-term bottom's in on the Dow Jones, and a test of 39,854 is upon us. 40K. I think it's looking really good here. Dow Jones. Whatever. Okay. IWM. Someone's like, we look at the IWM because we look at XRP. Bullish engulfing candle today. Whatever. Still trading the same stupid price it was trading at almost 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. Pfft. Cool, dude. Yeah, recapture 201. Wow, your upside potential above 201 is 4%. I'm going to be rich. It's whatever. Now, it is kind of interesting because you got a low here, you got another low, and now maybe another low. So it's clearly, for now, more than before on the small caps. See how that plays out. Whatever. I don't know why you're doing this when you could just, look, man, you can go to the individual assets on the Russell 2000, like the big ones. The top weighted assets on the Russell 2000. SMCI. Why would you own the IWM when you could just own SMCI? Why would you own the IWM when you could just own MicroStrategy or Carvana? What a trend on this one, right? Where you could just own PR, which again, like I'm not saying you should. Again, these are just your largest weighted assets in this index fund. Look at Coke. My God, dude. The parabola is becoming even more parabolic, right? The leg up has steepened. It's freaking crazy on Coke. Coca-Cola, yeah. Yeah, man.
There's a little kid in the background going crazy.
Duolingo, which is like look at this thing. Are you kidding me? Duolingo. Hey, man, we're going to teach you how to learn Spanish or another language. And look what they're doing. They just today. This is something that you should pay attention to. Duolingo, chat. Duolingo. DUOL. Recapturing the September of 2021 all-time high today. Recapturing the 200 simple moving average. Great trend. Upside potential minimum 245 to 250. And if they break that, price discovery where the Rudy Poo continues. The upside continues on Duolingo. Pay attention. Please understand. This one looks freaking good. It's almost like Bitcoin dominance chart locally. I gotta ping the people about this one. God. Wow, man. Yeah, just real quick. Starscream, thanks for the 17 months of continued support. And then Troy Mars, thank you so much for the
3-day/weekly
8 months of continued support. Really appreciate that, man. And then there's G-Prog. Sweat on it. Yeah. I forget to inform you, gentlemen. Engine's been delisted from Coinbase. Get wrecked. Wow, man. Duolingo. How about that? What a dream. What a friggin' dream, man. Bullish divergence. RSI. AMKR. Look at this one. I mean, some of these actually are insane. Okay, these are some of the top weighted assets on the Russ 2000 I'm looking at. Okay, AMKR, highest daily candle close literally ever today. It's trading 1.58% up on after hours. It's crazy. Look at FTAI. Yeah, you didn't even know this existed. I didn't either. Look at this. This is more insane than Nvidia. Like, Nvidia at least gave us a bull flag. This one's just a freaking pole. We're the strip club, man. Up 500% in 600 days. This is a good percent a day. FTAI Aviation has run away. ALTR, another one in the Russ 2000. Fresh all-time highs. Did we hit 100 today? $99.86. Wow. What a trend. What a beauty, man. All right, so just was looking at a few of them, right? FIX, Comfort Systems, USA. What's this thing doing? Looks like reaccumulation. Right? Really? Look at this spring back test of spring. I don't know. It could be right angled, ascending, broadening formation. Idea too. But dang, man, that's still pretty crazy what some of these assets are doing that you didn't even know about. Parabola. Look, man, just to become oversold in this parabola, $254. We're at 321. I got an easy stop loss, right? I don't think you don't. If you were trying to play the insane run, defying gravity, little stop loss like 293. If you get stopped out, whatever. If you don't ever get stopped out, oh my God, right? It's 420. Okay, so I'm just looking at some of those, man. If you want to see the index fund futures right now, here they are currently trading. They are up currently on the new day. I have in the chat for the futures. Wow, man. All right, well, we did 2 requests, then I'm out of here, man. Whatever. Y'all are good. Yeah, we looked at SMCI already. All right, Victoria's Secret. VSCO. Ooh. It's at the basement. Nice trend, bro. Wow. It probably looks awesome. How could we do it? How do we anchor like this and it's already broken out? Something like that, maybe. It doesn't really help you, that channel there, because it could just be interpreted different ways, different anchor point. I think that's real. I think you've broken out of it. At 2188, now it's up 8.35% today. Yeah, I mean, anything above 1705 could be strategized. All right, you're kind of screwed now because it popped like that. but let's just say today didn't happen and you were just looking at this morning star piercing line, whatever, from Friday, and it didn't do this and was just up. I mean, having a stop loss somewhere set around 1660 and let it ride to 2188, that'd be how you would do it. So today, after today, it makes things tricky, right? If you get some sort of pullback tomorrow and gets you a little bit closer to 17 bucks, it could be easier for an entry and stop loss with better upside. So if, say, you were in this already and you were looking for another target, if it broke 2188, I mean, just the gap fill at 2562, and above that,
Gentlemen.
probably right here, right, 2807, the swing low, price action correlation here. Yeah, 3 targets, 2188, 2562, 2807. Below 17 bucks, you wouldn't want to own it at all. I mean, it looks like an M shape, like a shark, but I don't know if it went deep enough to be an 886 officially. It was probably in between the 786, 886. See, let's give it a shot. Dang, it was close. Look how close it was. Dang, this could be like a type 2 return of a freaking shark. You got good upside, man. Like this whole thing, like a type 1. And now you're working on the type 2. How about that? How about a low and then the exact same low? I mean, extreme divergence. The more I look at it, the more I like Victoria's Secret. Wow. Could you believe it? Like, say, oh, it broke the downtrend. It put in a bottoming structure, and it's been putting in that bottoming structure for 257 days. That's a lot of time. Therefore, the reliability of the structure could very well be real. So, women be shopping. Good contribution. Definitely something to pay attention to here. Okay. And on the bottom side, it doesn't even matter if you do this. You do it like that and do it like this, or you could just be like, all right, I'm gonna do it like this, and it's just it's a freaking wedge. You know, it's just a big old freaking wedge. The whole structure, and it's broken. You broke out of it, just going sideways, and you could continue going sideways, but it's okay. Think about it like this: they put in the lowest low ever, October of 2023. That was the bottom for a lot of things, Bitcoin included. And the sellers have tried to rival that level, and they have failed once, and now they're working on twice with seller exhaustion on the daily. After this has clearly been broken, yeah, this could be a complete bottoming structure where eventually the whole trend reverses, and you eventually make it back all the way to $43 to $48. So something to pay attention to, man, is VSCO. Nice. Yeah, gold looks good. Gold looks okay. They're trying to defend the bottom of that little local trading range. Man, that is. How about that 1 and 2 original anchor points, a third touch, and then double top, failed breakout, and then just you're just out of it. I think it's pretty good. Wow. Everyone's got to get pinged on that one. Okay. Frog. J-Frog.
My name is
J-Frog. I'm a frog. I like frog. Yeah, it's clearly the trend has reversed. It reminds me of an S coin, like an altcoin. Like it went from downtrend. It reminds me almost of Bitcoin in 2015. Where it had the downtrend in 2013, then 2014 it was nothing, and then there's something like this, and now it's 2015 plus, and now you're on the upside of things. Higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess at this point they're trying to recapture 3371 if they can. I mean, they're trying to hold on to the 200 some moving average. I mean, easy target just a gap fill at $40 if they keep it going. But the thing is, this could pull back to 27.35 and still be extremely fine. And that'd be the first formal back test of this level that's very, very real. That was the top of the trading range. So it's okay. It could be a little better with a little bit lower prices, right? I mean, like, what if we get like a double bottom spring back test at 27.35? That's like your best opportunity. But yeah, nevertheless, anything above 33.41 long enough would yield you a gap fill at $40+. Yeah, trend has reversed on Frog for now. And there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus chimes, the daily candle has closed in all of crypto.
Baba Booey.
Thank you for the 8 p.m. Eastern Baba Booey. We should make that a tradition. Cheers. All right. How about that? And that was the last request anyway. So, dang, man. Yeah, I tell you, man. Like, I'm here to make money, and there are times to make money, and there are times not to lose money. And I'm sorry to say it, but one market, there's plenty of time to make money, and another market, it's time to not lose money, time to not do anything. And that's crypto. I'm optimistic on Bitcoin. I think this is just all noise. It's just all extended consolidation. I don't really care about what haters say. You said this, you said that, reaccumulation. It's like, it's not invalid yet. Like, what happened? Still trading above 65K. Like, you're just range bound until further notice. Yeah, I think you just deep breaths. Understand what this asset is. It's greater than what the price is. Price is not relevant on this asset. People forget. They just want it to make them a crap load of money. That's all they want. No, it's way more powerful than that. NVIDIA, all these semiconductors, we will see a blow off top, chat. We'll see, like, NVIDIA, whatever it gets to, it could get to $200, which is like $2,000 for the split. Aapl gets to $250. I mean, these things can keep going, but eventually it will collapse. There will be insane profit-taking level. People will run for the door at the same time. They won't be able to get out. Let me see if I can find it. Yep. Got a couple of them. See if we can find the best one, though, for the, I don't know, the analogy. Yes, so this is what it's going to look like. This is what it will be like. Oh my God. Try to get this. This is what it's going to look like at the top. We don't know when the top will be, but this is the exit. Man, when they pull the plug, when they start taking profit, man, everyone's going to be trying to get out of this little door. And only a few are going to get out. People are going to be market selling. It's going to be nasty. But that's okay. Like, there are multiple ways market cycles can end, and based on the way this looks, it's like the Saruman meme. So you have chosen blow up top, bubble pop, collapse, right? You can have like distribution. You can have what we saw in 2022, where they kept trying, and then the bearish back test of the old all-time highs, resistance, lower high. Okay, really nice, but then we're not going. We did not choose that route this time. We chose mania. Some people call it the banana phase or whatever it's called. It's just mania. I think we're in the midst of some of the mania right now that will conclude with the blow off top, and destroy people's lives, people will lose everything. People will get destroyed. So the problem with blow off tops, and I'm going to say, I think NVIDIA, this is warranted. This is insane revenue. It's crazy, right? And it'll probably be way crazier than this when it's all said and done, when this thing ends. But the issue is, when you start getting into market conditions like this, the people that take the largest risks end up making the most money. But the catch is, the people doing that, they start developing these really bad habits. Okay, so like they're developing habits in the mania part of the cycle, which is super rare. It's like a unicorn to get to mania. And those bad habits, once the bubble pops, once the composite man, the close and reversal candle, we'll see it one day. Everything that they did, those habits they developed during that mania phase, will no longer work, and what they did won't work for years. But they will keep trying, because humans are habitual, right? This is composite man. He knows, right, how to get retail stupid money in habits of doing bad things. So they end up becoming the exit liquidity at the top, but they had been buying and they've been making all this money, so they get back all the money, then they start losing, and they keep trying those same things that worked in the mania phase, no longer works, and it will never work again until the next mania bubble we get. Maybe it took 12 years from 2012 for the NASDAQ to just break even. Yep. It's not over. This is certainly not over. Even if we get pullbacks here, it will be a blip. If you look at it like that, it's not done.
Listen up, chat.
Oh no, I'm done, dude. That was it. That was kind of like the talk. It's like there's the bears and the bees chat you have with your kids, and then there's the bull, the bear, the pig conversation we have to have here sometimes. So don't develop really bad habits in these market conditions. You can make money, I get it. It's better to try to long bull flags, Okay, we're in the consolidation, not impulse, right? There's impulse phase, consolidation phase. You have no strategy, nothing you can really do in impulse phase, because you don't know when it'll end. You just keep climbing higher. But at least in consolidation, okay, maybe we can strategize stop below one level here. What's pig? There's bulls, there's bears, and then pigs get slaughtered. Where they are neither, they don't know. They're bulls. They think they're bulls, but they're not. They're pigs, man. That'd be like your Uber driver buying NVIDIA at 150, his whole life savings. He didn't know what he's doing. He's not even looking at a chart. He's just looking at number green, number go up. Exit liquidity. I don't know, man. Been live for, hey, I've been live over an hour. Let's go, dude. What more do you want in these market conditions where, sadly, this community just doesn't really care that much about high-flying tech stocks? People just give a crap about Bitcoin, and that's it. So I can't make people care about this life-changing run that's ongoing, unfolding. I'm going to make my money, whether people show up or not. I don't really care. At this point, I guess we're just waiting for Bitcoin for hype to return to this channel. Whatever. I'm going to suffer till then, but I'll live. I'll certainly live. Okay, let's It's just more fun when there's hype, dude. And for some reason, it's just Bitcoin is the only thing that really produces true hype. It's a phenomenon. NVIDIA could be 150. We'd be seeing the same sentiment, the same slow chat engagement, viewership's down, likes down, everything's slower. It doesn't matter. NVIDIA could be at $200 a share. People still aren't going to go crazy. It's only because of this. And it's like Bitcoin could go up to 68K tonight, and chat's going to be more lit than if NVIDIA was at $200. It's kind of crazy. I don't understand. Weird phenomenon. So there it is, man. Bearish 5-0. I'm sorry, the bearish shark, type 2 return, bearish divergence. Still unfolding. No true bottom has really been put in yet. No bids really outside of the ones to just keep you propped up above 65K. That's it. No edge. That's the market, man. Well, I guess we'll look at gold real quick before I get out of here. Gold range, just hanging out. Like central banks, man. I think gold is our central bank's second largest holding collectively. Hard to bet against gold. Just trading the same price as trading April 5th, May 5th, June 5th. Oh God, over 2 months now. Here we go. Same crap with Bitcoin. They're just keeping it propped up. Sideline. I mean, some people are on the sidelines, but certainly we're in price discovery, just range bound. I think eventually we'll break 2,400. What they're doing to fiat purchasing power, it's cause and effect. This will be way higher eventually. Cryptico, yeah, but you have your own respective markets that have the equities in those countries, exchanges. They're connected, right? Like, guess what? In Frankfurt, Germany, there's NVD. Nvidia Corporation. Guten Tag. You can trade it in Germany. Here it is. Not much different. It's the same picture almost. So, of course. Like, I'm here to... I've always... The whole goal, starting, like, Bitcoin Life's SEO, search engine optimization for YouTube and finding viewers and stuff. But, man, I've always tried to use cryptocurrency as a gateway drug to make you understand, like, there are other markets out there. You have to be a chameleon. You cannot just sit in crypto, sit in some S coin, wait for it to play out when there's momentum and volume on other markets. My God, oil stocks? Let's buy oil stocks. They're looking set up for higher prices. Okay, crypto not looking great. Let's go to freaking Bitcoin miners. Or let's go to STZ, which in my opinion looks like Valero. And it's like this trade setup posted this weekend. And it's like day one of the trade setup, 3.5%, breaking above, I think, a really key level. And I think you're going way higher. Look at the reaccumulation, dude. It's stupid. You confirming, like, local confirmation of accumulation. So good. It's so strong. I think all-time highs soon and price discovery on this asset. Remember VLO, though? It was a very similar picture. Very, very similar picture. And this one played out like the Jesus. I mean, this was the entry, around 127, 128, because of the price action. It was just a price action trade, higher lows, and entry. Third target was the 1.618. And this is an interesting looking chart because this is a level that was never back tested. There was an open gap. It's filled now, 151. This is a decent level to monitor on VLO. It's been a while, man. This thing had a spine climax, topped out 76 days ago. So hard to believe. You almost have a freaking bullish dragon in development. Pay attention to Valero back testing the former all-time high with a potential dragon, potential bullish divergence on the second low, and it's all happening where? The key inflection point. It's kind of, stars are starting to align on this one a little bit. Do not sleep on it. Let's keep monitoring VLO daily. It could be another setup. Okay. So, yep, it is the evening, and we know Asia is super poor. Super poor. Like, I mean, they do not have the money. No one in Asia could ever move crypto. Again, it's over. Like, they've decided they're going to do precious metals. The West is going to be crypto. Okay, so all they do is sell. So you're probably not going to catch any bids ever anymore during this time. When is the last time we ever had a meaningful rally during this time? Ethereum had it around, it was a little earlier because of the news-driven catalyst, but I'm talking about just No news, just it happens. It never happens. China never buys Bitcoin. I remember like in 2017, 2018, 2019, I remember frequently crypto would go up around this time. Not anymore. Things have changed dramatically. Okay. So thank you for coming out. Thanks for the contributions. I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the TA. Hey, Andrew, too, man. Thanks so much for the $5 super chat. Kings, man.
Bruh.